Well, the really important person in the development of the character is Richard Eyre, because he's so good at rehearsal, he's so good at editing what you're doing, and he's forensically detailed. So we talked a great deal about exactly what was happening at every moment. And I was lucky enough to meet these amazing women who are judges in the High Court and the Family Court. And I got a lot of insight into what that must be like and how to protect yourself against all this pain that you see passing in front of you day after day. I mean, it must be so hard. And I think that probably what happens is, what's happened to her is that the weight of responsibility is so great, and she has to defend herself somewhere against all the projections. That there is, of course, you're intelligent enough to know that you're not responsible for people. You are making a decision, but nonetheless, you're only human, and you can see how people are suffering. And then you step away from that high place where you are, step away from that place of omniscience and omnipotence, and you come down to the grassroots of your own relationships. And I kind of understand that she can't quite hear him. In the same way as later, when Finn's character Adam comes to her, she can't quite hear him either. So, but I think that she learns so much, and you see that at the end of the film, she's learned, and she'll be different. By just taking a lot of time off and not giving. I was going to say being massively selfish at home, but no, actually, make sure you don't do it all the time. If you come out and do something like this, you must be available to you guys who've been standing out here, and we want to give as much intelligent exchange as we can have, because this is very important, and you're helping us with a film that otherwise would disappear, as Bill Bailey would say, like a strand of saffron in the vindaloo of Marvel. Do you know what I mean? So you're helping us. This is a very important connection, and I think that with independent films now, it's even more important to give this kind of presentation and say, we really believe in this film, we made it with all our hearts, and it's an important subject. So you're helping us with that, you're part of that journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Emma. Emma, is there anything we can look forward to in the future, any projects?
I'm writing a new musical of Nanny McPhee, 2020, and there's a new romantic comedy being shot here in London, October, November, December, called Last Christmas. This is a woman who has an incredibly powerful public life. She's rocked by it, but he's announcing this intention because he needs her to listen to him. It's an entirely different situation, and she doesn't quite know what to do with herself, and the fact is, of course, she's so used to thinking of herself as omniscient and omnipotent that she's perhaps not been listening and not able to step down and say, okay, we need to talk. And that's a kind of grandiosity, I think. But it's very subtle. It's not she's too proud to talk. It's not that. It's that you also have to consider how much defending she has to do when she's dealing with all that pain going past her every day, And those defences that come up, I think, are the things that she hasn't always managed to bring down when she's at home. So I have great admiration for her. And I think that where perhaps we find her at this moment when her husband's just thrown a sort of emotional hand grenade into the marriage, she's rocking. And just at that moment, she has to go and make a judgment, which is a life and death judgment. And she comes into contact with this extraordinary young man with whom she develops, and very immediately, because their interview is at a moment when he's dying, and she has the power either to save him or not, they just there's this kind of spark, But I think that to a certain extent, she lacks the imagination to work out what it is that's happened to him. That he's suddenly, as a Jehovah's Witness, he's led a sheltered life, no social media, none of the stuff that we associate with adolescence now. So he's completely open, and so he has no defences, and he transfers everything his whole sort of soul onto this woman who he thinks can help lead him in to his new life. Because, of course, having left the Jehovah's Witnesses, he's like stranded on a desert island. He rejects that whole world, but then has no world to go to. And she's his conduit, and she slams the door in his face. So it's very complex and hard.